Good morning, students. Continuation of last video. Okay, we discussed about the how ionic bond form between positive charged cation, negative charged anion. Okay, here ionic bond formed between the two oppositely charged ion. That means one is more electropositive and one more is more electronegative. The electronegativity is main difference is observed in between those atoms. Okay, next in continuation, characteristics of ionic compounds. Okay, so many characteristics are there. We will see in continuation. First, ionic bond is non-rigid and non-directional. There is no particular direction for the ionic bond. Everywhere in different angles it will form and will get the compound. Okay, so ionic bond is non-rigid and non-directional bond. And here, due to more strong attraction forces, these are the hard and brittle compounds. These are the due to the strong attraction forces between two ions. These are the hard compounds and brittle compounds. Okay, due to the strong attraction forces between two oppositely charged ions. Okay, these are having more density. High density, and here these are having same due to the strong attraction forces. These are having high melting points and boiling points. And here all ionic compounds are polar compounds. That means these form the dipoles. So, this completely soluble in water. All the polar compounds, water is also polar solvent. Polar compound definitely soluble in 100% soluble in polar solvent. By the principle is there, like dissolves in like. Like dissolves in like. This is the one principle. That means polar compounds soluble in polar solvent, non-polar compounds soluble in non-polar solvents. But some of the non-polar molecules soluble in polar compound due to the hydrogen bonding that is present in alcohols. And here in solid state, these are electrically non-conductors. In solid state, these are non-conductors. Okay, when these dissolve in water, it releases ions and exhibit more and more conductivity. That means, okay, all ionic compounds are all ionic compounds are non-conductors in solid state. These are conductors in liquid state. Okay, in dissolved state or in liquid state. Okay, in liquid state. Okay, these are the important characteristics of ionic compounds. What are those? First one, okay, due to the strong attraction forces. This is only reason. That is only one reason. Due to the strong attraction forces, these are non-rigid, non-directional, hard and brittle compounds having high density. Okay, and maintaining high melting points and boiling points. These are polar, completely soluble in polar solvents. Okay, that is one of the important principle is there. Like dissolves in like. That means polar soluble in polar, non-polar soluble in non-polar solvents. And here in solid state, these are non-conductors. The solid state, these are non-conductors. But in dissolved state or in liquid state, this shows highly conductivity. Why? Okay, it forms ions. Suppose for example, sodium chloride is there. Sodium chloride non-conductor when it dissolved in a water. Okay, it forms Na plus ion and here Cl minus ion. These ions are responsible for the conductivity. These two ions are responsible for the conductivity. Okay, responsible for conductivity. That's why in solution form these forms, okay, these exhibit the conductivity. Electrically conductor in solution form only. Okay, just this is about the characteristics of ionic compound. Ionic bond, factors affecting on ionic bond, and second one, characteristics of ionic bond. Next, in continuation, we will see the one more important bond, coordinate covalent bond. We'll see here second type of actually covalent is there. The continuation we'll see the coordinate bond. Now we'll see coordinate covalent bond. Coordinate covalent bond also called as dative bond. This is also called dative bond. Coordinate covalent bond also called as dative bond. Okay, here coordinate covalent bond. How coordinate covalent bond is formed? Okay, here metal ion is there. Metal ion or any atom is there. Okay, here this ion we have the vacant orbital. This is we called vacant orbital. And here we have the some more atoms. Just we use the ligand L. Here we have the lone pair of electrons. These are non-bonding pair of electrons. What is the meaning of non-bonding pair? Which is not involved in the bonding, those we called as non-bonding pair. Which is involved in the bond, we consider as a bonding pair. Okay, these two electrons transfer towards metal or any atom or which are having the vacant orbital and form the bonding between these two like this. Here M. This is the arrow mark. It indicates transformation of two electrons. Transfer of two electrons. It indicates transfer of two electrons. Okay, coordinate covalent bond or dative bond means one of the atom donate two electrons. What the needed for the formation of the bond? Okay, formation of the bond. Okay, here for the bond we require two electrons. Okay, one atom only donate the two electrons. One atom only donate the two electrons. Here L only donate the two electrons toward this vacant orbital and form the coordinate covalent bond. This we called as dative bond. Okay, see example for this coordinate covalent bond. Okay, so many examples are there. Formation of ammonium ion. Okay, second one, formation of H3O plus ion, hydronium ion. Okay, formation of BF3 NH3 complex. Formation of BF3 NH3 complex. These are some of the examples for the coordinate covalent bond. Here, which have vacant orbital, those we called as Lewis acid. donate the electron pair, those we considered as Lewis base. Those we considered as Lewis base. Which has vacant orbital or which accept the electron pair, those we called as Lewis acid. Which donate the electron pair, we called as Lewis base. That means always coordinate covalent bond present between Lewis acid and Lewis base. Lewis base donates. Lewis base donate towards the Lewis acid. Towards the Lewis acid. Okay, and here see the formation of first one, ammonium ion. How ammonium ion is formed? See, H plus ion is present here. H plus ion means it has vacant orbital. Okay, hydrogen. Hydrogen means one is one. Okay, one electron transferred from hydrogen. One electron removed from hydrogen means we get H plus ion. See here, H1 electronic configuration of 1 is 1. If you remove this one electron, we will get here 1 is 0. 1 is 0 means vacant orbital. Okay, so hydrogen with positive charge we called proton. Okay, one electron, hydrogen contains one electron and one proton. We remove the one hydrogen electron means we have only one proton. We have only one proton. Okay, and here this acts as a Lewis acid. Here it acts as a Lewis acid. And here ammonia, in ammonia nitrogen has non-bonding pair of electron. Non-bonding pair of electrons. Non-bonding pair of electrons. Okay, donates electrons and forms, see here, H plus, coordinate covalent bond, here nitrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen. This we called NH4 plus ion, ammonium ion. This is the formation of the ammonium ion. These three covalent bond, this we called coordinate covalent bond. This we called coordinate covalent bond. Okay, we'll see in continuation how hydronium ion is formed, how boron trifluoride and ammonia is formed. We'll see in continuation. Just see remaining two more, how those complexes are formed. Coordinate covalent bond means, okay, for the formation of the any bond we require 2 electrons. For the formation of the bond we require 2 electrons. Okay, 2 electrons donated by only one atom, that we called Lewis base, or sometimes we called as ligand also. Which donate 2 electrons we called as ligand. Okay, next in continuation, see the second example, formation of H3O plus ion. Okay, formation of H3O plus ion. See here, this is the H plus ion. Here we have the vacant orbital. Okay, and here water. I am writing water like this. Here in water, oxygen has 2 lone pair of electron. Here water acts as Lewis base. That means it donates the electrons. Here H plus ion acts as Lewis acid. Okay, it is donor type. It is acceptor. Okay, it is donor. Okay, everywhere in coordinate covalent bond, okay, one acceptor is present and second one is donor is present. One of the electron transferred towards this H plus ion and forms C. O, here H, here H, here lone pair of electrons, here H plus ion. This we called as H3O plus ion. This H3O plus ion we called hydronium ion. H3O plus ion we called as hydronium ion. This is the formation of the hydronium ion. How many types of bonds are present in hydronium ion? One is covalent bond and coordinate covalent bond. Then see one more important example. Formation of boron trifluoride ammonia complex. Formation of boron trifluoride ammonia complex. See here, boron trifluoride also have one vacant orbital. Boron trifluoride also have one vacant orbital, so it acts as Lewis acid. And in ammonia, already I said we have the vacant orbital. It acts as Lewis base. This is electron donor. This is electron acceptor. Okay, it donates electron towards boron trifluoride and forms BF3 ammonia. This is the one complex, boron trifluoride ammonia complex. Boron trifluoride ammonia complex. Ammonia complex. These are the formations of different molecules by the formation of different molecules by the coordinate covalent bond. And here in coordinate covalent bond, one should be donor, one should be acceptor, and it is a directional bond. The coordinate covalent bond is directional bond. Why it is a directional? It always should be donor to acceptor. So this is be called as directional bond. It always should be donor to acceptor. This is be called as coordinate covalent bond. Next in continuation we will see the one more important bond, covalent bond. See how covalent bond is takes place. We will see what is the covalent bond. We will see. Covalent bond. How covalent bond formed? Okay, the equal sharing of an electrons by the two atoms, forms covalent bond. Okay, if two atoms are having same electronegativity, those two atoms involved in the formation of the covalent bond. And here we'll see the formation of the different covalent bonds, covalent molecules. Formation of hydrogen molecule, chlorine molecule, hydrogen molecule, chlorine molecule, water molecule. You see here water molecule, and here oxygen molecule, and here nitrogen molecule and carbon dioxide molecule. See the formation of these molecules. How the compound takes place. How the covalent bond takes place. Here hydrogen, it has one electron. One more hydrogen, it has one electron. This is the Lewis dot structures. It donate one electron. It also donate one electron. And what happened? Hydrogen donate one electron. This electron. This hydrogen also donate one electron and form the bond between these two. Equal sharing of electrons between two atoms we called as covalent bond. Hydrogen and hydrogen. This is the bond. This is the directional bond. always present in between two atoms only. This we called covalent bond. This is we called hydrogen molecule. Hydrogen molecule. And in continuation, we will see how chlorine molecule is formed. Chlorine, here one, I am writing Lewis dot structure of chlorine. Here also I am writing Lewis dot structure of chlorine. This one, okay, chlorine, this chlorine donate 1 electron, this chlorine donate 1 electron. And see here, chlorine forms bond like this. Lone pair of electron, lone pair of electron, lone pair of electron. Okay, these two forms. This gives chlorine molecule. This is the chlorine molecule, Cl2. This is H2, hydrogen molecule. This is Cl2, chlorine molecule. Next in continuation, we will see the third one. How water molecules takes place. Water molecule, how water molecule takes place? Here oxygen. Oxygen has two lone pair of electrons, one lone pair of electron. Okay, here one lone pair of electron. Hydrogen, here lone pair of single electron. Here also hydrogen single electrons. Oxygen belongs to like this. Okay, this hydrogen donate 1 electron to oxygen, oxygen donate to 1 hydrogen to 1 electron to hydrogen. This oxygen donate to second electron to second hydrogen, hydrogen donate to electron to oxygen. Then forms CH dot oxygen. Here as usual two non-bonding pairs. Here H, it's a bond. And here these electrons are involved in the formation of the covalent bond. So these are called as bonding pair of electrons. These are not involved. This one and this one, this pair and this pair, not involved in the bonding. These we called non-bonding pair of electrons. Non-bonding pair of electrons. This is, and after this, here forms H, oxygen, here one lone pair of electron, here one lone pair of electron, hydrogen. This is we called water molecule. We called water molecule. And here we see fourth one, carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide. How carbon dioxide is formed? See, carbon is the central atom. Here one electron. Okay, here two electrons. Here also two electrons. Write like this. Two electrons. Two electrons. Here oxygen. Two electrons. Oxygen forms two bonds. Okay, and this oxygen also forms two bonds. Okay, these two electrons donate, oxygen donate 2 electrons, this oxygen donate 2 electrons, carbon donate 2 electrons, total 4 electrons. And how bonding takes place? See here. Carbon, one is pi bond and one is sigma bond. In continuation we will see what is the pi bond and what is the sigma bond. Here also same. Oxygen. Okay. This is what happened here. Carbon, double bond O, double bond. Here lone pair of electron, here lone pair of electron, here lone pair of electron. Okay, this is the formation of the CO2 molecule. Formation of the CO2 molecule, carbon dioxide molecule. Next in continuation, we will see the oxygen. How oxygen bond takes place, and here nitrogen bond takes place. And one more thing, Here hydrogen has one valence electron, so it forms single bond. Chlorine has one electron. Okay, chlorine is capable to bond only form one electron. So the covalency, that is we called covalency. Okay, the number of electrons which are involved in the bonding we called as covalency. That is we called as covalency. Here chlorine covalency is 1. Here also hydrogen covalency 1. Here oxygen covalency 2. Here carbon covalency 4. Here carbon covalency 4. Oxygen covalency 2. That means we will show what is the meaning of covalency. Okay, oxygen, formation of the oxygen molecule. Next we will see. Oxygen, write the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. These two electrons involved in only bonding. Okay, here 2s2 is there. These two are non-bonding. These are bonding, these are non-bonding. So, here in oxygen has capability to form 2 electrons. So, this is we called as covalency. This is we called as covalency. Okay, then in continuation, see the oxygen. Here we have the 2s2, 2p4 now. Here these electrons, these 2 electrons. Here one pair of this one. Here one pair of this one. And one more oxygen is there here. Lewis dot structures these are. Okay, oxygen donate 2 electron to another oxygen. One more oxygen donate 2 electron to another oxygen. Forms like this. 2 electrons, 2 electrons. Here lone pair of electron. Here lone pair of electron. And what happens here? Oxygen, double bond, oxygen. Here lone pair of electron. 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 This is the continuation. We'll see. This is the we called sigma bond. This is we called pi bond. In continuation, what is the meaning of sigma bond and what is the meaning of pi bond? We'll see. It is the oxygen molecule. Next, in continuation, we'll see the nitrogen. 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Here 3 electrons are there. 1, 2, 3. The covalency 3. Here the covalency 2. Here the covalency 3. Okay, here 2 electrons. Okay, how bonding takes place? See here. Here electrons 1, 2, 3. Here I am writing these 2 I am writing here. These 3 electrons are involved. These are non-bonding. These are bonding. One more nitrogen takes here lone pair of electron. Okay, here 3 nitrogen share with 3 electrons each other and forms nitrogen like this. Here 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3. Okay, and forms non-bonding electron. Okay, here one is sigma bond, 2 are pi bonds. 2 pi bonds. In double bond, one is sigma, one is pi. In single bond, one is only sigma. In triple bond, one is sigma, 2 pi. This is nitrogen molecule. Formation of the nitrogen molecule. Okay, this is about the just formation of the different molecules by the covalent bond. Okay, next in continuation we will see the characteristics. Okay, and what are the factors affecting on covalent bond. Thank you.